You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll sit there next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll sit together.
Right.
And we'll talk amongst each other.
I ain't gonna run from you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna run from you all day, but you brought me here with the intention of meeting the people important and close to you and them getting a gauge for who I am, and that's why you left me in that situation.
Right. And I ain't gonna take it hard, you know what I'm saying, if you leave, you walk off and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you invite me to your family, your gathering or your crew, you know what I'm saying? All your friends is getting together, and you walk off and you get to talking to one of your friends or whatever. Go do your thing.
Yeah, like, just
make sure the TV is on so I can.
Yeah, and if it's a situation where it's not a home setting,
right,
at least come back through and check on, make sure I'm good.
And that's and that's another thing that, you know what I'm saying, because like I said, no dude is gonna just completely abandon his chick.
Shouldn't.
No dude in his right mind is gonna completely abandon his chick. He gonna come back and make sure you good.
Because you can come back and she not your chick.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, I ain't gonna go there.
I mean, it's real. He don't play her no more.
So, I mean,
I already knew what the fuck you talking about. He don't play her no more. But okay, but for real,
all I really know is your hoe wants to be with me. She ain't playing.
Feel what I'm saying? It's me between the sheets.
Yeah.
But on some real, like, male, female, indifferent. If you leave them, come back periodically to check on them.
Just make sure they good.
Make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you need me to freshen. Here's certain things you can do. Ladies, learn how to make, and this is not sexist. Just
no.
But this is real. Ladies, learn how to make a plate. Like, just keep him tightened up.
Fill his cup up. Make sure his
cup full.
Or even felt like that goes both ways.
And fellas, yeah, exactly the same thing.
That goes both ways in the same situation.
Right.
Like, because ladies, if you get into the point to where you know what I'm saying, you feeling alienated when you at this gathering.
Right.
Your man done walked off and he done hopped on the domino table, or he done went off and got to the game.
Or went off and completely disappeared, which opens another can of worms.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he's still there,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of go over there periodically, you know what I'm saying? Make sure he, you know what I'm saying? Make sure he's not thirsty or something like that. Make sure you don't need nothing. And
secretly, you've made a better impression on the people watching.
Exactly.
Because now you have the symptoms of a nurturer.
Exactly. And God,
you know everyone around looking is like, okay, he's going to be well taken care of because she making sure he fed, he got something to drink, making sure he all right. And same thing for you as a man. Like, you make sure her cup full. Make sure she get enough to eat. You know, make sure she cool. Make sure she not cold or nothing. You want my jacket? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Gentlemanly type stuff. Conduct yourself with some tact.
Watch your conduct, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Watch your conduct,
Watch
brother.
your conduct, brother.
My brother. Watch your conduct. You know what I'm saying? Take care of her in public.
Exactly.
And she'll realize that you treat her with the utmost respect in front of everyone.
Exactly.
Include whether we're by ourselves or we're in public, you treat me with the utmost respect.
Exactly.
And the people around, whether it be your family,
they will be very impressed.
Your family will take her seriously if you do that.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, he cares about her. She's not just somebody he brought by.
Exactly.
And if it's her family, she's looking like, oh, they're looking like, oh, well,
he's a keeper.
He's a pretty good dude.
He's a keeper.
He's a potential keeper. Then if you get out in that club, bar, lounge, mixer area, and they see that, then everybody knows, oh, they good.
Yeah.
Ain't no holes in there. Ain't no holes in their playbook.
Right.
Ain't no hole in the zone. I can't pass through that.
Right.
It's real life, and people out here really living it. Where we at now?
We at number 2.
Number 2. All
right. Women tend to overreact when their man does not tell his friends and his family everything about her. All right. Now, for the most part, women tend to share, you know, more about the inner goings on of their relationship with, you know what I'm saying, her friends and her families or whatever. Men generally don't. You know, sure, we speak about our woman, but we hardly go into any great detail. So when you come around and it seems like the friends and the family members, you know, don't know everything about you or your relationship, again, don't take it personal. It does not mean that you're not important to him.
what's a good way to put this? Ladies. No, I'll tell you what. I just speak to it from my perspective.
Speak your piece, brother.
We live a great deal. No, that's a different argument. Okay. Everything ain't meant to be told.
Nope.
It ain't. It's not. Even your finer points, your finer qualities, some of that stuff is just, hey, look, let me do this at my own pace. Because I have found no matter how good the woman is, no matter how upstanding of an individual she is, she can't hold water. Whatever you tell her, someone else will know.
At some point or another.
Because women love to communicate. So whether it's their support system, whether it's a friend, whether it's just whatever, something about you that you tell her is going to come out to someone else at some point. It could be a coworker.
Yep.
They can't hold information, and sometimes it's not a bad thing, but it's just it's a act of nature. Whatever you tell them, like you tell them 80 different things, 60 of them coming out. 60, if you give them 80 different subjects about you or tidbits, 60 of them are coming out immediately. 60. The other 20 are going to be reserved for when they need them, but 60 of them coming out.
Yeah, they holding the other 20 in there. That's extra clips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like extra bullets just in case I need these. Hey, ladies, just realize that if the people even know who you are, then something good, you cool. You cool.
And I mean, like I said, women tend to share, you know what I'm saying? They tend to communicate, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like everything they go.
You gotta put them air quotes on it. Communicate.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on in their relationship and what's going on with them.
Everybody they know. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? With everybody.
Because, dude, you sit on the phone with her.
Exactly.
And you going to know everything about everybody that be around her.
Exactly.
So you can't expect it to be any different because it's you.
One thing that I always tell people, if somebody talking about, you know what I'm saying, is talking to you about somebody else when they not around, chances are she's talking to somebody else about you when you not around.
And it may not even be gossipy, trying to be messy.
It's just
that's
sharing.
In their nature. They're sharing information.
Exactly.
So whatever information you share with her, expect it to be shared with someone in her support system.
Exactly.
And that means, one, you shouldn't be doing shit you're ashamed of, and two, you shouldn't be telling people shit you don't want to hear again.
Exactly. So, I mean, but ladies gotta understand that men are not like that. Men, I don't really ask questions about my partner's girls. If they not talking about it, I don't bring up.
Yeah,
I might ask, you know what I'm saying, how she doing? You know what I'm saying? She doing all right?
How the missus doing?
Yeah, she good. She good.
And it's bong bong. We on to the next.
Facts.
Just the facts. And really, it ain't no bunch of facts. How she doing? That's it.
She good.
Bam. We on to the next.
Exactly.
Because we just operate by a different code.
We not trying to be in each other's business like that. Men don't have that need to share like that.
Not on that. So everybody around may not even know you at first.
Exactly.
And it's not anything personal. Exactly. It's just men don't go shouting to the hills about shit.
Exactly.
He could be madly in love with you. It still doesn't mean he's gonna go Tom Cruise.
Nope.
Okay, here's a tidbit. Tom Cruise went ape shit on Oprah's couch about a woman, right?
Right.
Why was that so spectacular? Because it doesn't happen all the time. A tsunami is not a big time event if it happens every week.
Right. You
just preparing for the weekly tsunami.
Right.
If it happens all the time, if it happens all the time, then there's no reason for you to feel like it's a big deal.
Right.
It's just not a big deal if it happens all the time. So you can't sit up and be like, I want you to do what Tom Cruise did. Like, the only reason he's famous for that shit is because men don't do that.
And you know what? Like, I'm gonna give y'all a little insight. I don't do this a whole lot.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going ahead and do it.
Exclusive.
There was this chick that I was dealing with for like 8 months.
Right.
Most of the people that I know in my circles didn't even know she existed until it was over. And it's not because I didn't care. It's just because I didn't really feel like talking about it.
Yeah, and then okay. Since we sharing and giving up tidbits in game, there is this other thing that works into it, and it's like we as hunter gatherers are also possessive.
Right.
So, in a sense, what's mine is mine.
Exactly.
And I want to keep what's mine as mine, even if it means I'm keeping it a secret.
You keep your eyes, your thoughts, and all of that off of my woman.
Please and thank you. Yeah, when you're talking about a woman, your woman, especially something like in this day and age,
your woman. That's
not everybody else's woman.
Not to jump off.
You can have your old lady. You can have your old lady, but them hoes is for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Your woman, especially in this day and age, where finding a woman is a hard task.
Exactly.
You want to keep yours under wraps. I know people, and it's not necessarily cuffing. It's just like I'm not talking about it.
Right.
You know, ad nauseum. Now I know some men who like to go and parade they chick out. That's a different situation. We're not talking about cuffing in public, because that's different. We're talking about just telling everyone you know about this one chick. Like, they didn't ask.
Right.
They didn't ask.
And then, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, because again, guys, we don't really go into great detail when we talking about our woman. So you don't want to be the dude in the crew, you know what I'm saying, who ain't nobody say nothing about your girl, but yet you sitting here talking, going on and on.
Sitting up here watching Sports Center, and you would come out of left field. Like, man, you know, my girl was talking to me the other day about, you know,
like what,
bro? What? Like, then you pull your phone out, you showing 3 and 4, 5 pictures.
Yeah.
You like them parents who got pictures of their kids that didn't nobody ask them about their kids. They be sitting in the room dead silent.
Yeah.
And don't nobody say nothing. And it's like, oh, really? Well, Timmy did that the other day. No one asked you about Timmy,
bitch. Nobody cares.
Like, no one asked, and it doesn't mean that they feel any less about you. It's just all men are not forthcoming and all that about their significant other. As a matter of fact, if you're not a general topic of conversation, that could mean you're doing something right. You keep good things under wraps. If everybody know your name already, if everybody in the crew know your name already, chances are you famous for something. I'm gonna just start telling. It's
real talk.
It's too late to be lying to people.
It's time to get real.
It's time to get real. If everybody in the crew know your name or know your face when they see you, you famous for something.
Or know some part of your body when they see it.
You famous for something. They know your. They looking for tattoos on you. That ain't nobody supposed to know where they at.
Right.
You famous for something. You gotta pick and choose about, like, do you want to be famous in the now, or do you want to be famous on the wedding reception, on the wedding invitation? 'Cause I know some people that flat out, like, you know, you don't know their significant other until the wedding. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, let them people cook and live their life.
Yep.
Some people don't want everybody in their fucking relationship. And I commend them for that.
And you have a better chance of your relationship working out if everybody ain't involved in it. Bottom line. All right. And that brings us to number 1.
Number 1.
Women tend to overreact when their man doesn't overreact. Right? So goes like this. Women find some sort of validation in knowing that their man is emotionally involved in their relationship. So when something happens or she delivers some kind of news to him, she expects him to show some kind of emotion about it. She expects him to overreact. She expects him to freak out or overly, be overly emotional about it. But as I said earlier, generally men aren't very emotional creatures. Some women take their man's nonchalant attitude or his lack of a reaction as a sign like he doesn't care or he's not emotionally involved in a relationship. That's not true. He just rather not make a Grand Canyon out of a pothole.
Sometimes you gotta be careful what you wish for, and I find this to be the case. If she's not my girlfriend, I don't really. There's a lot I don't care about. If she's not the significant other, there's a lot that can go unspoken because it's not that big of a concern. There is a far different status level between being female friend and being the one.
Right.
The one comes with a set of rules and conduct. There's a certain conduct that is expected to be adhered to. So there's a difference. Like, you get a slightly more scaled down reaction about certain stuff because, one, either I don't give a fuck, or two, I'm attempting to avoid a bigger catastrophe. Because if I don't like it, I don't like it. Or if I do like it, I do like it. Just however I react to it, let me do that. Because everything can't be grandiose in terms of reaction. Otherwise, you'll become desensitized to different levels of either happiness or frustration.
Right.
If it's a 20-minute cry session every time you cook dinner well, then for Christmas when you buy me new rims for the car, or when you go all out and like redecorate my office with all new fly shit that I've been looking at for the last year, then you're gonna want the reaction to fit the moment. You want the reaction to fit the moment. There's no way that you're gonna accept the same reaction for everything you do.
Or maybe it's not something good. Maybe you tell. Maybe
I was trying to avoid that too.
Yeah, maybe you get into a car accident.
Right.
And you know what I mean? You come to him and you tell him, like, yeah, I wrecked the car or whatever. You already freaking out. Him going there too ain't gonna help things. No, us as men, like we always talk about this on Raku Radio. We are fixers.
Right.
You come to us with the problem, and we trying to fix it.
Are you okay?
That's all that matters to us. Are you okay? Okay, the car can be fixed. That's why we have insurance. Are you okay?
You're a little more expensive to fix than the car. And then sometimes when you get your parts fixed, they don't work the same. So, are you okay? Okay, you're good? All right, cool. What happened? Like, you're still hysterical because your adrenaline is up. Women don't deal with adrenaline all that often, and when they do, makes them frantic. Men deal with adrenaline
all the time.
So there's no reason to get amped up unless the only thing that's gonna get amped up is if someone else makes that phone call.
Right.
Someone else calls and says, "I was in a car. XYZ was in a car accident. She's at this place, exactly. This place." Then it's like, oh fuck. Or is she okay? And you try to get as much information from that person,
right,
while frantically getting yourself together to go meet,
right,
at the hospital.
Right.
But if she's calling or she comes home and says, "Well, I got into a fender bender," you're still hysterical because your adrenaline's up and you feel like things are different for you because you're not used to dealing with adrenaline. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Like, look, you okay? Okay, what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
did you call the insurance?
Are you? Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Like we trying to figure out. Okay, what do we do now?
Where's the problem that potentially may need to be fixed? Are you okay? How's the car? Did you call the insurance? Are you okay again? XYZ. Okay, everything's cool. Come sit down. Gather yourself. Calm down.
Everything cool now. So just.
But somewhere in that line of questioning, a woman hears, "How's the car? Why are you not?" No, there is order. There is order of affairs here.
I asked you, are you
okay? That was number one. Are you okay?
Are you okay? Okay, what happened?
What happened?
Okay, now is the car okay?
Is the car okay? Did you call the insurance? Did you file a police report? Like, all that goes in the same line of questioning. You were at the top of the list. Your safety was number one. It's just, look, we're going through these things trying to. Did you get the license plate number or whoever? Like, you start determining who's at fault. You get
all the information.
You start determining who's at fault. I'm going to calculate, well, damn, am I going to fix my car and theirs? You just start going through those things. That's it. That is it.
We not into making, you know what I'm saying, the Grand Canyon out of a pothole. You know what I mean? There's no need to make things worse than they are. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, once something happens, it's done. You know what I mean? Only thing you could do is to do the best you can to deal with the situation from that point on. You know what I mean? So for a man to sit there and overreact over something like that is kind of like it's going backwards. You know what I mean?
And then that only gets cute. It's only cute once or twice.
Right.
Cause then if every time she brings you an issue and you're so frantic that you turn into what's one of the cartoon characters that just always just goes to pieces when shit happens? I can't think of it. But essentially, heavens to Megatron. I'm trying to think of one that really just like cannot handle pressure. Courage the Cowardly Dog. If every time she approaches you with an issue, you become Courage the Cowardly Dog and start just going into frantic mode, then she's gonna be selective about what she brings to you, because sometimes she don't want to hear that shit.
Or what about this situation?
Speak, brother.
Have you ever had a chick try to make you jealous? Like, she tell you some dude.
The better question is, have I ever had a woman who didn't try to make me jealous?
Like, she tell you some dude was trying to holler at her, you know what I mean, or something like that, or she tell you, you know what I mean, like she was at the club with her friends and some dude kept, you know what I'm saying, coming over there trying to buy her drinks and stuff like that. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, because it depends on the level, because like on the cool, like, and I'm all right, I'm a scoundrel and all that other shit, but I have an old-fashioned bone when I'm in my own private area. If me and you are an entity like that, or we're basically one now,
right?
You being in the club serves what purpose? Now, if you just, you know,
she might be there with her friends. Her friends wanted to go.
Right. Okay, you guys enjoy yourself. Right. But I mean, okay, cool. You were in that environment. That's what happens in that environment.
Right.
Cool. I go ahead. Cause see, if I tell you I'm the jealous type, or if I tell you that I don't necessarily like certain things transpiring with my old lady, yet the first thing you do is tell me that these things are happening and you're putting yourself in these positions, it's one of two ways it can go. Either I downplay it because you know you fucking up,
right?
Or I go there and be like, well, I blame you because, motherfucker, we had this conversation. You supposed to already know this.
And you know what? Like, females, they tend to think it's cute. Like, men getting jealous. They tend to think it's cute until you really go there.
Yeah, jealousy is a green-eyed monster, and it's like, yeah, you think green eyes are pretty, but you forgot the monster part.
Exactly.
And
like,
men,
this nigga turned into a Incredible Hulk on your head.
Men do quite a bit to control that, because it's in just about every guy. If a guy doesn't give a fuck what you're doing, he probably doesn't give a fuck about you to begin with. That's the truth of it. I give up some game.
Real talk.
If he doesn't care whether or not you do it, then he doesn't care about who's doing it. So take that into consideration when you start doing and saying certain shit.
But I mean, because it's like, look, if I'm with you, like, first of all, if I'm with you long enough to call you my woman or my girlfriend or whatever,
right?
Chances are I kind of trust you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a sign that I trust you, because I don't just give that title to just anybody. So when you tell me you going out with your girls and stuff like that, or some dude trying to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to trust you enough to handle the situation and not do anything that's going to put our relationship in jeopardy.
Right.
So no need. We can go back to Phil's situation, how that young lady asked the question on Raku Radio, you know what I'm saying, a couple of weeks ago. She was like, how you
when Phil pulled the car over on the side of the road
no, not that one.
Okay, all right, my bad. Focus, bro, focus.
Not the one where he put the girl in the trunk. Not that one.
Shh, statute of limitations, bro.
Yeah, that's right. But the one where he was at, you know what I'm saying, he was out at a bar or something with his old lady, with his chick, and he went to the bathroom, and when he came back, it was, you know what I'm saying, a group of dudes that was kind of circling around him. You know what I mean? And he didn't go up to her. He didn't say nothing. He didn't break up the little circle or nothing. He just went outside and smoked him a black.
Right.
And then when she came outside a few minutes later, and, you know, trying to explain to him that it wasn't nothing. Phil was just kind of like, you know what? Like, you ain't even got to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
It is what it is, because, like, in that particular situation, it is your responsibility as the woman to handle the rank and file of whatever happens in that situation. May not like that answer, but it's true. Just like the same way, it's not his place to break up your social mingling. It's not your place to break up his. It's his place. It's not, I mean, obviously, you know, women see, if you see another woman going what you feel is too far with your significant other, it's in a woman's nature to go ahead and try to stake claim. That's when she turns into part nigga.
Yeah, but
colored, my bad.
Here's my thing with that situation. If you have an issue, like with me personally, I have a lot of female friends. Like I just like being around women. Okay, and women love being around me for some reason. Okay, so any female who deals with me, she just gonna have to be able to deal with that part of my life, is the fact that women like being around me, and I get along with women. Now
it happens.
Now, if you as my woman feel as if one of these girls is getting a little too close, you talk to me, and I'll deal with that.
Exactly. You got, because when you don't handle it that way. What does gangster music teach you? Don't check me, check your bitch.
Exactly.
And as crass as that sounds, that's actually the truth. Because when you start going fighting fires and putting out fires that you think exist or don't exist, then you end up putting your foot in your mouth, because she could just potentially have a flirty nature. She could be married with 5 children and not even the least bit on the radar, but she's touchy-feely, right, as far as like grabbing arms and shit. I know women like that love to grab arms when they talk to you.
Or when they laugh and they, you know what I'm saying,
they over-exaggerate. You know
what I'm saying?
It's like, just they mama taught them how to catch a nigga, and they never lost that. They never forgot how to catch a man, even though they caught one and made 5 children with him. Some women just have that about them. They're just naturally out there like that. They're social butterflies. If you have an issue with that, then bring that to him so he can
address the situation.
He can address it, because he can probably tell you something about it that you didn't know, and it makes it a lot easier for you to digest it.
Right.
But you can't just go putting out fires on your own. You bring it to the person most closely related to you in the situation.
Exactly. And again, ladies, the most important thing that this list kind of we need you to understand about this list is that acting out of emotions isn't always the best option.
Yeah,
it's hardly ever the best option. You need to rationalize things first and put things in perspective and give it the proper reaction.
This is true, sir. This is true. And this has been an expose by Dirty Riding Radio.